Welcome to another magical edition of Mystics Spilling the Tea.
I'm Ashwani of Southern Fried Psychics, southernfriedpsychics.com.
I'm Leslie Hall, the Purple Rose Psychic, purplerosepsychic.com.
And I'm Nikel with Rising Digital, risingdigitalstudio.com.
And we are
The Mystics Spilling the Tea.
Today's fabulous episode is the remainder of the major arcanas.
Part 2.
Part 2 from 11 through 21 or 22, I can remember.
21. There's 22 cards. That's why it is confusing. They started with 0.
Zero, yeah.
Which
counts at 0.
You know.
So we're starting off with card number 11.
11, which is the Justice card. And 11 for me is a master number. It's a portal. It's definitely watch your thoughts. They manifest instantly. So what are you not only thinking, but what are you saying? What's coming out of your mouth? Plus, if there's been any kind of injustice in your life, universe has your back. It will course correct. If this involves any like court cases, things like that, usually this can mean that it falls to your side as long as, one, you're owning your truth, you're standing in your power, and you're standing for the greater good.
So.
I love it.
So a lot of that to me means balance because it has to do with the scales balancing. And so it's not only balancing that, it's also balancing karma. To me, it's a karma card. Also, you don't have to worry about things. Things will work themselves out. It is a card in which you need to maintain your balance and not let others weigh you one way down to where they bring you down to their vibration, which is lower. It's more about you trying to balance your own self and let things fall where they may, not having to put your hands into it. That's hard for a lot of people because I tell you, I get people who want to hex their ex and, all kinds of things. And so this card is telling me that they really just need to balance. Balance that and let it go where it may. It's the yin, the yang, the universe will take care of it.
Yeah.
And just let it happen.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. And I love your perspective too. And with the justice as well, I see also being able to reflect on what maybe that didn't work or didn't work as well as you'd hoped to. So make sure you're also reflecting upon.
The other thing with that reflection is also reflecting on the fact that something was meant to teach you a lesson.
Yep.
And so that reflection is keeping that balance and knowing the universe has you. And that lesson was for your own good, something you would need to know in the future.
I love that. See, I love that we're giving our perspectives. I learned so much. The next is the Hangman card. So this is number 12, which equals a 3. 3 being creativity, the Ascended Masters, collaboration. But I love this card because it is associated with Pisces, my sun birth sign. About taking a different perspective on something. So I usually tell people, especially when this card comes up, bring in a little playfulness, bring in a little different perspective by literally, remember when you were a kid, get on your bed, hang upside down, and look at something differently. Read something upside down. Whatever it may be, is just take a different perspective because no matter the way you look at it, most people have blinders on and they only see one option or one direction or one lane, whatever. And this allows you to open up a little more. This is about expanding your view.
I agree with that completely. That card means exactly that. It's actually, I always tell people, it's a chance for you to look at things from a different direction.
100%.
Maybe not your direction,
right,
but look from the other person's perspective because maybe there's something you're missing from the other side. Also, when you're looking at a business venture, it's something maybe you need to be looking at all sides of before you jump into it, that it may not be exactly what you see it to be. So this is a truth revealing card. It's an opportunity for you to really sit back, look at the truth from many directions, not only your perspective, but those of others. And so that's what I use it for.
And I love it because I feel like tonight is a Hangman's card because I'm getting to hear your perspective, which is actually beautiful. I mean, to me, it's poetic. So I'm really enjoying this episode. And the last one.
Me too, taking notes.
Right? I know. It's so cool.
Because I'm taking notes, man.
2 professional psychics that, I don't include Nikel in that statement simply because it's not her day-to-day job, whereas Leslie, we do this every day, all day. Next card is 13. This card gets a bad rap. This card is death and rebirth.
Yet.
It's not her practice yet.
Oh. I was like, yet what?
Yet. Okay, go ahead. So sorry, had to yet it.
All good.
Had to yet it.
You're sweet.
And if you choose, I mean, we don't know where you're going to go in the future. So it's what Nicole chooses. Is the death and rebirth card. Everybody's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. No.
Oh, yeah.
This card really is about, like a shed of a snake skin. They shed their layers. There's something in your life that either needs to die off and complete or be incomplete, and you'd be okay with that, or you need to rebirth something. So a lot of times it's simply just rebirthing you. Like, when people reinvent themselves, they're just going through rebirth. Mm-hmm. That's all that really is. So I see a butterfly in a cocoon with the rebirth card a lot.
And we're like a different person all the time. I mean, there's always a new version of us, like every few years, I feel
Well, because that's our job. Our job is, are we a better human being today than we were yesterday, last week, last year?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So with me, that card is, it's transformation. Mm-hmm. It's all about transforming. And so you can transform on many levels. Mm-hmm. It could be transformation from something that hurt you really bad, and you're transforming from that. You've grown from that. There's something you're learning from that, and that growth is all about your transformation. Or it could be that you've already reached that plateau, and you're transforming, and you're going to another spiritual level of learning and things like that in the metaphysical world. So there's things that I consider that, but all of that is newness. It can be a new opportunity. It can be a new love in your life, but it's all new transformation, and you have transformed to get to this point.
I love that. Then the next card is Temperance. This is number 14.
My
equals
hate
a
card.
5. Huh?
It's my hate card.
Your hate card?
Is it?
I hate that card.
Oh.
See, I like this card only because, and I don't see it very often, it's a lot of times when people are being indecisive or they're having a hard time making decisions, and it's simply just the fact of take a moment, take a breath, take a beat, and tap in, because an angel is literally behind you, supporting you. Like, you have that divine guidance. You really just have to go within and figure out what that is for yourself.
Okay. So that's all true, and I love that. But to me, the card signifies patience. And that's the reason why I don't like patience. I'm not a big fan of patience. But there's a reason why they want you to slow down. There's a reason why they want you to have patience. The reason why is they want you to enjoy whatever's coming. They want you to learn whatever you need to learn in the moment to continue this progress. And it's all about patience. It's funny because people will come to me and they'll say, when will I meet the love of my life? And it's all about patience. Mm-hmm. And most of the time it's because they haven't grown to the person they need to be with the person that they're supposed to be with. I mean, we all are changing. And so if you don't meet the right person until the right time, that's because everyone's changing. They're changing, you're changing. It's all about patience.
Yeah, I like that. I like the patience reference.
I don't like patience.
I've got
if anyone knows
here.
If anyone knows me, they know I'm not real patient. I jump.
Same. I've got Zenny telling me to be patient now. I'm like, great. She's like, Mom.
Just wait till she says, just be temperance.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Now I can see why you probably hate that card. This next card, this also gets a bad rap, this card. This is the Devil, and 15 equals number 6. 6 is divine feminine, femininity, healing, feeling, motherhood. It's also the number of love. So when I see this card, the first thing I look at is, are you allowing someone to control you, your thoughts, your actions, your life, those sort of things? Or are you under the false preconceived notion that you're controlling your life when really the only thing you control is what you wore that day? Did you get up that day? Those sort of things. Nothing is in our control. Nothing. So this card, like I said, it gets a bad rap because everybody's like, oh, who's the devil in my life? Well, sometimes it's you.
Sometimes
Yikes.
it is you.
It's true.
So with that card, it is about control and manipulation. And so oftentimes when I see that card, I'm wondering, are you involved in a relationship where you're being manipulated? Are you involved in something at work where you're being deceived and controlled? The other thing is, are you under the addiction of alcohol, of drugs? Is there something controlling your life that has got you to not be where you need to be? Because this is about something controlling you and actually taking you off your path. And so it's a matter of figuring out what's taking you off your path and trying to find your way again. This is a hard card because, like I said, addiction is hard to overcome, but it's also a card that has to be there because we all have things that control us. We all have some things that are challenging to us. And that's what this card is. It's about challenges and overcoming things and not letting those challenges control you.
Yeah, so you can buy into this card or you can buy into the strength card.
New levels, new devils is what they
That's
say.
what it is.
Oh, there you go. I love this card, the way it's depicted in this deck versus traditional tarot. I hate the illustration because it's a building on fire, naked people jumping from a burning building to their
Just
death.
another Tuesday.
So I really
Literally.
hate that card. Versus in this one, it's the number 16, which is the tower. 16 equals 7, being on the right spiritual path, and heaven meets earth. It's just a beautiful pine tree that got struck by lightning. There's even a heart shape in the lightning. And with that, it's just kind of like a rehoming, if you will. Like all these animals are going to be relocated because life, universe, creator, source, whatever you want to believe is perfect, is taking you out of something that no longer serves you.
Yeah.
It's an ending to something.
It's an abrupt ending to me. It's a very abrupt ending. Something abruptly is going to change. When I get this card, I often tell people there are two things. You can be the victim of this card.
Right.
Or you can be the wrecking ball. I always prefer to be the wrecking ball. I know y'all surprised with that.
What, you fire sign? No, come on.
Yeah, I prefer to be the wrecking ball. But it truly is something that's abruptly going to change. And people do not like change, period. Whether it be good or bad, change affects people differently. And some people have a really, really hard time with change. Moving, oh my gosh, moving. They can't handle it. It's like you're just moving. So this is a card that just basically tells me that there is something big that's coming. It is a change. And since you are who you are, you can either decide to be the victim or you can embrace that change and see how you can work with it or make something out of it better and beautiful instead of like sitting in it and wallowing. And that's,
Yeah, I tell people similar to you, instead of being the victim, be the victor, and take a page out of the Pisces book is go with the flow. Because universe has your back. It's happening for you, not to you.
Yes.
see, as that fire sign, I'm the go ahead and be the wrecking ball.
Hey, here, sister.
Hey, I mean, whatever works for you. That's awesome. Next card is 17, the star. So that equals an 8, prosperity, abundance, no end and beginning.
It's beautiful.
This card to me is a beautiful card. She's literally being mindful about what she is setting and forgetting. She's putting it out to the universe. So earlier, I think I mentioned this about be mindful what you're saying because that is always the truth. So if you're saying, God, I'm always broke, I'm always broke, I'm always broke. Well, that's the truth. You're always broke. You're going to get more of the same. So be careful what you send out there. So she's really tapping into her heightened awareness, and she's sending those wishes out into the universe. So she's setting it, and then you forget it. You just let it do its work. So it's wishing upon a star.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like when you wish
Upon a star.
So that's what it reminds me of. It's wishing on a star. And actually your star is your dreams and your wishes will come true with this card. This is a card that you actually set it, forget it. You let the universe deal with it. You let the universe take care of you. This is a card, again, if it's connected with that faith card, is really empowering because you can say, hey, this is your faith. It's time for you to set it and forget it. It's hard for us to do that because we're all human. We all want to have some control in it.
Yeah.
And make it happen for ourselves. Yep. But again, this card is telling you if you will just sit with it and actually let the universe handle it, they're going to take care of you. They're going to make your wishes come true. They're going to make your dreams come true. There's a timeline for it. Back to that patience card. And so that's exactly what they're telling you in this one, is that you can have everything you want.
Yeah, sometimes it's good just to release something out into the universe. Just let it go. So the next card is number 18. This is the moon, so that equals a 9. Again, coming to a completion soon with something. The moon to me is all about your intuition. It's also about sometimes things that you keep hidden from yourself. Plus you have a black wolf and a gray wolf or a white wolf on there. So similar to the chariot card is which wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding the white one? Or are you feeding the black one? So those stand for me is, your purity and your highest self versus lower vibrational, lower world kind of energy. Your shadow self. Which one are you feeding? And to me, this is a water sign card, usually associated with Cancer. But being able to be in tune with the moon and your own intuition. And again, being able to stand in your power and work your magic.
So, yeah, I love that card. I love this. I love the way you told the story. The other thing to me with the moon is working with your anxiety, working with your doubts, your fears. The moon, because the moon comes up at the night. So that's where it's the dark. And that's where your fears are and your insecurities are. And so to me, it's all about really working with that and looking to see what is causing you to doubt yourself, what's causing you to have some anxiety, what can you do to do that. Also, to me, this card is also talking to me about saying, hey, it's time to release some things that don't serve you to the moon and start doing some moon rituals. And it's also, then telling them that the moon has a powerful effect not only on the water in the earth, but since we're made up of so much water, it has an effect on us as well. And so it's time for you to really kind of look at that moon as what can it do for you and how can you let go of some things that are no longer serving you, those doubts, those fears, those anxieties. So those things that are holding you back.
So do you think that's like mini shadow work? As
kind
far
of
as
in
like
a different,
the moon
yeah,
releasing and the insecurities and I don't know. That was just what that made me think of.
It is, but it's not. I don't go deep.
Yeah,
I don't go deep. But
see, I do.
Yeah,
she likes to go deep.
I'm a Pisces.
But I feel like you do go deep though.
I think she does too.
Yeah, so take
Maybe
it easy.
I just don't know that I go deep.
I think it's a story
you tell yourself.
Way.
It's a different way.
Everyone's got a way.
Everyone's got a way. But anyway, that's what it is to me. It's your doubts, your fears.
Okay.
And having to work with those and actually get past them.
Right.
Let's get past them.
The water element, because this whole card is almost all water. Water element is a transmuter. So really being able to transmute anything that is not serving your highest good, could be old thoughts, toxic patterns. But to me, this is going deep, literally in deep water.
Yeah.
So
it's going very deep.
The next card is usually the card everybody wants to get in the deck. This is number 19, equals 10. So come to a full completion. This is the sun, stands for the happiness card. This is you standing in all your glory, all your power, allowing the universe to gift you to contribute to your life as you just have full faith, not only in yourself, but creator, source, whatever that may be. So this is one of my favorite cards in the deck as well, because it's so stunning to look at. A lot of yellow, orange. So that's your solar plexus, the true seat of your soul.
Yeah. And the sun card to me is all about, like you said, your higher self. And it's almost like surrendering to the universe and actually feeling the love that they have for you. Again, part of that love that they have for you, you have to love yourself to receive that love. And so that to me is the reason why I love this card also, because people who love themselves are able to see the beauty in that the universe is working for them. And so it's all about getting everything. It's one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah.
If not the best card in the deck to get.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Everybody loves to get that card. You know, it is just stunning and divine. Like, I think of sunflowers when I see this too, which brings a smile to my face. I love sunflowers. But anyway, the next card will be number 20. So 2 is about that partnership. It is about the keep the faith, but it's the judgment card. And the biggest thing I always say about this card is you got to release your judgments of yourself. You got to rise up and stand in your highest self-power instead of the world has enough judgments on us already. Why are you being your worst critic or your own bully? You got to be your own best cheerleader. And not only that, but going back to my shamanic training is you also got to release the judgment from not only the world, but your ancestors. So this is carrying on some ancestral baggage as well.
So that card also means to me those things, but it also could indicate a judgment literally, as in a legal battle being completed. And so that's another thing that the judgment has, in my opinion, is that it gives you that ability to also look and go, is there a judgment that's coming? Is there something you have a legal battle with? The judgment card also, like I said, is also maybe you not judging others. And maybe that's the balance that you're needing. And so it really is an interesting card in that you have several meanings for it. It really just depends on what's going on with the person.
Yeah.
But it does have to do with, I feel like sometimes it's legal things, and sometimes it has to do with personal growth, and sometimes it has to do with not feeling or not letting others judge you. Like, if I let people judge me, I might not be doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And so don't let a judgment get in your way of who you are. And that's one of the things I feel like this card is also telling you. You can release that and not be held responsible.
Yeah. And sometimes I add to that too is it's when somebody might need some validation. So I like that card as well. And then to round out the entire major arcana of the tarot deck, ding, 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 is number 21. The world equals a 3. That's Ascended Masters, also the number of creativity and collaboration. It's literally what it says. It's the world. So it's, again, dream big. Anything's possible. You come to a complete cycle of what is it that you in your life do you want? What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to build? Where do you want to go? It's all the things that involve you and your world. And then there's the big world.
Yeah, that one I actually feel like I usually tell people the world is your oyster.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Because it really tells them that you aren't someone who has to stay in a spot. You have options. You have options, and the world is your oyster. You have choices you can make. You have designs. You have ideas. You can make everything come alive if you would just put yourself out there and trust and go with it. The world is telling me that there's so many opportunities for this person that they can choose most anything. And it's almost like they have the Midas touch. It turns to gold.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I'll sometimes say, too, is make sure you trust in yourself and your abilities and just take that leap of a brand new cycle for yourself. Like, prime example, when I had moved to Colorado, it was to really find myself. And it was a brand new chapter, a brand new journey. I lived for 10 years, and it was exactly what I needed. But I had to go within to figure that out. And the world was my oyster. It literally shaped me into such a better human being for myself.
And that's what it was supposed to do. And that's the reason why I love that card. It is the best card in the deck, in my opinion, because it's telling you that there is no limitations on the possibilities. If you can imagine it, you can make it happen. And so that's what makes that card so wonderful, is that you are in control of your imagination and making things happen based off of that. So that wraps up our major arcanas.
Nice. We hope this has given you some inspiration, not only to learn a little about each card from 2 different professional psychics, and like I said, not discounting Nicole. She's not reading them yet, but if she chooses, then of course she'll join the ranks with us, read side by side. But we hope that it's inspired you to just pick them up, take a look at them, see what your own intuition tells you about it. This is just to give you a little bit of fun foundation practice.
Yeah, we thought you would enjoy just having the difference of opinions on what the cards mean. How we each interpret them, it really also depends on what cards are around them. These were general interpretations of them. But again, cards around them actually do make an impact different than what they might be just by themselves.
And whoever we're reading for. Because sometimes I may have that card and it may be nothing that I just said. And it's something totally different because it's the person that's sitting in front of me and I'm intuitively doing a reading, because we can both do this. We can both do an intuitive reading and not need one card.
Yeah, we both can read without having a card. Someone can sit across from me and I can tell them what's going on. And it's just, it's a nudge, it's a voice, it's a picture,
a knowing,
it's a feeling, it's a knowing. I cannot tell you how much it is. You had asked me a couple of episodes ago, Nicole, you asked me if I had always known I had gifts. And I had always known I had gifts. And part of those gifts, I was thinking about that this morning, was knowing. Because I would have friends that would be doing something or something would be wrong. And I've had several friends go, you always know exactly what to say. And that knowing is coming from above. It's not for me. I'm like, half the time I can't get 2 words out correctly sometimes. Y'all know that. But it's not from me. It's what they wanted me to say. And so that knowing is the thing that gave people comfort over my lifetime. And it's that knowing that made me know when to ask someone, hey, are you doing okay? Because you look like you could use a friend.
Yeah.
And so that is all part of the gifts of what we have. And that's part of everyone's gifts. It's just not everyone taps into it. But that knowing is big.
And I think it's something that we all do before we learn we can't or we shouldn't, or it's a bad thing, like growing up religious kind of thing. Is I've always had a very strong knowing. It's probably out of all the 7 clairs, it's probably one of my strongest suits, that, and just have the feeling and then the seeing as well. But knowing, it's just I know things that I can't tell you how I know it, because people will ask me all the time, how do you know that? I don't know. I can't tell you. It's just the download I'm getting, or I'm getting my own formulated thoughts. I get shown information. A lot of things come through my third eye, and I just spit it out.
I will tell you, it's funny because at work the other day, my manager was like, hey, does anyone have a Vera desk over here? Because a lot of people get them and then we don't use them. We're like, no, I don't want to stand. Thank you very much. But I had been in the storeroom probably 3 months before, and I'd only been in there once. And I said, no, but there's probably some over in RMG when they moved. They probably left some. And so she was like, yeah, I'll go over there. And all of a sudden I heard the storeroom. I go, no, there's one in the storeroom.
Yes.
See, that's awesome.
And she was like, are you sure? Like, do you know? And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's in the storeroom. And sure enough, she came back and she goes, you were absolutely right. There was one in the storeroom. But it's just a knowing.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing it, but somehow it's like they knew I knew, or they knew that if they put it in there, I would know. Go to that storeroom. That's where it's at. And sure enough, it was there. And she was like, amazeballs.
I have to tell you, one of my favorite visuals is thinking, especially when we're in open galleries, is if I was able to see what the spirits look like as they were giving you messages. Yeah. So just, you know what I mean? Like, think like the times when you guys are like, all right, take it easy. Because there's like a lot of people coming at once.
Or,
oh my God.
You know? Because sometimes during an open gallery, they all just want to come in at the same time.
Yep.
And you're trying to hold them off so that you can get a clear message from one of them.
Yeah.
And, you were at one time when it was 2 grandmothers, and it was like the dueling grandmother.
Oh my gosh,
for 2 different clients.
Right.
And they both were like, no. And they both were Hispanic, and they both were pushy, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
You got to both like chill for a minute. I can only do one at a time.
Right.
I call it recess because they're just all clamoring to get out that door first.
Right.
And so many times, like when we're like, okay, who have you got? I'm like, well, I got to pick one out of the 10 here or one out of the 15 because I'm seeing 15 different, and I get in my head and I'm like, okay, one at a time. You know, sometimes I'll say it out loud, but it's like, yeah, you get to witness kind of what it's like when we're in a gallery. And I'm like, holy crap, there's 50 people. Like that one event, we did it in Body Crystals, and they were having an event next door. Oh my God, the amount of spirits and faces that were coming through the walls was at least 50 of those. And then you add probably 50, because that was a big circle we had. We probably had 22 people that night. There was a lot of people.
Wow.
And then we had all the people we were reading for. So we probably had easily 100 spirits in the room.
It was
insane.
Hard. It was hard to like decipher who's who.
Right.
And it's funny because you have, but even when you're reading for one person, you might have multiple relatives come through.
Yep.
And it might be on the father's side. It might be also on the mother's side. And it's like the dueling grandparents, and it's they all want your attention and everything. So it's always a challenge.
Yes.
A challenge.
Yeah.
Well, and it normalizes it though too, to see that you guys like get annoyed with the spiritual realm, you know, like these guys, take it easy.
Because they get impatient. I mean, think about it. Here's an opportunity to talk to people.
Oh yeah.
And not only talk to people,
they
know that they're gonna hear what you say.
Yeah.
Like my mother probably talks to me every day, but I might not hear her.
Yeah, my dad's that way. My sister.
So if I'm reading for Ashwani and her sister comes through, it's a great opportunity for her sister to be able to make sure she knows. And then her dad's like, no, I want to do it too.
Right.
And because it's like, how come you get to go first? And
right.
There's a whole thing about this speaking with the spirits and trying to figure out which one is wanting to come through first. And the sad part is, or the interesting part is during an open gallery, we don't have a lot of time. So it's usually we only pick one spirit per person to actually get into. And this last one we had, there were only 8 people. So we actually were able to do
everyone
more. I mean, like there was like 2 or 3 spirits that
per
came
person.
Through per
nice.
person.
Yeah.
And so that was nice. And it was really interesting. And it gave people more closure. And that's really part of what we do this for, is to help people with closure,
Healing,
building their confidence, and actually connecting with their gifts. Yeah. So it's all about helping others.
And I love that this was a smaller circle. Sorry, Nicole.
It's okay.
Smaller circle, because we were able to test out, can we do this remotely? So we had a Colorado soul sister of mine patch in from Colorado. I just used my Zoom and it worked beautifully.
Nice.
So
we read for her and got her some information and some closure that she needed.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting and everything. So,
and I was loving that I got to let you do that for her, because I'm too close to her. And I kept really quiet. I didn't want to read because I know way too much about my friend.
Right.
And so I really, I loved that I connected you with her, because over time, she will probably reach out to you and probably get a reading.
Oh, well, good. Well,
so I love that.
I liked that I was able to give her some peace. She had been struggling with some decisions that had been made, but I gave her peace about it.
Yeah.
Which was, how did I know that she was struggling over these issues?
Yeah.
Her mother knew. So that was what was important.
And so, like most psychics, we don't always just use the tarot cards. So
we use a lot of things. There's a lot more to it than just what does the card mean. And again, these are how I interpret the cards. But whenever I'm doing a reading and I'm using the cards, they could totally change with what the guides say they mean that day.
Same. And it's whoever I'm sitting in front of.
And I always say the tarot cards are for the client to see the story.
The visual.
I get the story from above. The tarot cards are their visual. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, 80% of your people are visual. So
yeah. So we're going to wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it's that time again. I'm Ashwani, Southern Fried Psychics.
I'm Leslie Hall, the Purple Rose Psychic.
I'm Nick Hell with Rising Digital.
And we are
the Mystics Spilling the Tea.